All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Two Men with Mics podcast. I am your host, Bobby Joe, and my co-host here is CJ. What's
Yeah,
going on, man?
what's up? What's up? You're a little dry today, but that's okay. Hey, before we even get started, man, I got a big shout out to Javante Tank Davis. He won the feather light. I can't remember which class. He went up another
Mm-hmm.
class in weight, so he is now a 3 weight class champion. So
Oh,
he didn't,
okay.
yeah, he didn't join the likes of Roy Jones Jr., Mayweather, De La Hoya, some of the greats. So
Okay.
he's in the company of the greats right now. So big
He's
shout out to him. It was
he's
a
all
great
work.
fight.
All right. Well, yeah. Big shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
great
I
fight.
miss. Yeah. I don't watch boxing as much as I used to, so I'm
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah. I'm just right now. It's all about the playoffs, but
yeah. It is.
hey,
Boxing
hey.
isn't what's it called? It's not as they're starting to get better fights and better
Yeah.
fighters in the game. So I'm like I'm liking it.
I like the workouts in hitting the bag.
Mhm.
And, like I love the bag. Matter of fact, I need to get me one. Because I always feel like I'm nice with my hands. So I'm a little older now, so the hand speed probably slowing down. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I have one in my little home gym, and it
Hmm.
hasn't been hit in well over a long time. I
Uh-huh.
used to hit it for to get the frustration out, but
Yeah.
now I just
No,
do other
don't you?
things.
Yeah. See, don't you hate it because you buy stuff and then it's like I'm gonna use it. Like my brother sold me a stationary bike, and I
Mhm.
think I've ridden it one time.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I tell anybody, when you get a stationary bike, you might as well get ready to sell it or trash it or use it to
Yeah.
hang clothes on. Because I don't know many people that has a stationary bike and they use them. I had one for years.
Hmm.
Literally, I think I've had it for 5 years, and I probably rode it twice, and then I finally sold it to another lady. And I was thinking in my head, the lady when she came to get it, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be riding this and all day, every day, and doing my thing, losing weight." And I'm like, "Pfft," in my head, lady, you're gonna ride that dang on thing one, two times, and that's gonna
Uh-huh.
be it. You're gonna be selling it to the next person.
The only thing I'm consistent about is my working out with my weight vest
Yeah,
and the kettlebell. So I'm trying to Google different exercises to do with the kettlebell. So
right.
that's it, man. That's all I do. But yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, but okay. So today we were just gonna do a little something different. I know we talk about sports, but and then we have a viewer send us a question at the end. But we got some questions from one viewer, Mona, out of Roswell, Georgia. She asked a few questions, so we were gonna spend our time just answering these questions, giving a male perspective.
So we got the fans' questions going
Yeah,
on,
we
huh?
yeah we got that. We're gonna spend all our time on this. So I'm gonna hit you with question number one.
I gotta
Mo-
I gotta say, hey, thanks for
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
thanks, Mona,
Yeah.
for the questions. We appreciate
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Tell your
Thank you, Mona.
sisters and yeah, tell your friends. Okay, I'm just being stupid today,
All right.
but no,
So,
really, thanks, Mona. Nah,
well, Mona's first question is: can men tell if their partner is unfaithful just from the sex? Like, does it feel different?
from physically
Yeah.
putting it in the lady. I don't know a good way to even say that. That's what she's saying. Can we tell
Yeah.
from the
Yeah. Can we
feel?
can we tell from the feel? Does it feel different? Like, do we automatically know? Like, oh yeah, she's messing around.
If that was the case, then a lot of guys wouldn't be with those women that are getting cheated on by because they would know.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
I will say this, and I'm about to be 100% honest on this one. And I've said this to women before. I said, if you know your partner as a man like me, I know my partners. I know what it feels like, right?
Hmm.
And I know vaginas don't form to what it's getting, let's say, every night
Right.
or having times you hit or do whatever you got to do with it. But if you know your partner, two ways. Me personally, I've felt the difference, and I've addressed it when I did it. But I did finish. I got
Oh,
my
really?
yeah, I got my little, I got my little 2 minutes out. But
Okay.
I was cheated on. I was cheated on by two that I know of, and this is just me, like I said. But the thing was, I was with those females or ladies for a
Hmm.
long period of time, and we were. I'm just gonna assume at this point that they were faithful.
Okay.
So I was the only thing that was going in there or doing whatever.
Hmm.
So when they did it, I felt the difference because
Okay.
I paid attention. I've always paid attention to who I'm with, and I addressed it as soon as I was done. I was like, hey, you were with somebody. Who you with?
Hmm.
And one of them was like, I knew you were gonna be able to tell.
Oh, so she admitted it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Both of them admitted it, and
Oh,
I appreciate them for doing that, to be honest. But
yeah.
but both of them admitted it that they had messed around, and then and I will say this: I don't call both of them cheating, because what it was, we were in a relationship for a long time, but we were kind of going through our thing, so we kind of almost kind of separated, but we didn't separate. You know how that
Hmm.
goes.
Right.
But of course, me being a guy, I'm out in the streets. but but I came back to her, and she'd have been in them streets,
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It would
oh
have been.
dang. But yeah, I could tell I'm just gonna say I know two that I could tell. Now I've probably been cheated on before by other women and just don't know it.
Right.
Couldn't tell, but I just know that those two. So
But well, I don't think I'd be able to tell.
really,
Yeah, I don't think I would be. I think if she was doing that, messing around, unless she told me, there was something, that she's done, like she's acting differently, or something like that, or somebody approaches me with hey, I got to tell you this or that. But
mm,
just strictly sex alone, I don't think I'd be able to tell.
really.
I don't. Yeah. So for me, my answer, yeah, mine would be a flat out no. I can't tell. No.
I'm gonna be a flat out maybe.
Maybe.
So let me ask you this: I'm gonna put a question on top of that question. So do you
Okay.
think, with us being a little bit mature and older, you've been with these women, they've had kids. Do you think kids would play a factor into it? Say, for instance, and I say this because the ones I were with, they never had kids.
Hmm.
So you know how they say that I guess I'm gonna say vagina. The vaginas has a different feel, so I ain't gonna say tight. I guess it's tighter, or
Hmm.
it's not as stretched or whatever you want to say. I'm trying not to offend any ladies. That's all.
Oh, they'll be all
But
right. They'll be all
yeah.
right.
So uh, do you think having kids would play a factor into it? Do you think between the two, say if you were with a young lady that had kids versus a
Hmm.
lady that didn't, and you were with them for over a year or two, and you're the only one been in it, you don't think that you couldn't tell a difference if she went out and did something else?
No, I honestly, I don't think I'd still be able to tell.
Really?
Yeah, it's just me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't
I pay
know.
attention to my vagina. I really do.
Yeah.
But I'm dead. Listen, I'm dead ass. I pay attention to my vagina.
Right, right, right.
I'm hey,
I
and
don't.
it's a part of me being, trying to pleasure that person too, I guess. So
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, because you want to do that. You want to put some weak stuff out and give her a reason to go fool around.
yeah,
It's not
I guess
good.
I was weak. Thanks, Pooter.
No, no, because I can't. I wouldn't be able to tell. Honestly, I don't think
Really?
so. Mm-mm, I don't think so. So yeah, that's my answer. But so she had. Let me see. She's got some more questions.
Oh,
So
she got more, so we
yeah,
got
she
more.
yeah she's got more. She
Well,
wanted
Mona,
to know.
Mona, I like your
Mona.
first
Mhm.
question. I guess.
She she said, "Are men?" She asked, "If are men taught to value their dick as much as women are taught to value who they sleep with or have sex with?"
I'm gonna let you hit that one first because you're a little bit more mature than I am.
Now, no, I'm not. But I think I think it just depends on the man. I think when I was younger, I was just like because I was a late bloomer and kind of didn't come into my own till later. So
Hmm.
for me, I went through a period where it was just quantity over
Hmm.
quality. So my answer was like, yeah, I mean, I may have been taught to value having conversations with my parents, but all that went out the window when
Yeah.
I came into my own and was no longer being shy. So yeah, no, I didn't put any value. I was just trying to whoever was gonna give me some or speaking my language, like I like to say, I was doing it.
Okay, so Okay, I'm gonna treat like the spelling bee. So read that question again.
All right, so are men taught to value their dick as much as women are taught to value who they have sex with?
Like I went blank. I'm like, I went black on it. I'm like, because she's saying that they're taught to.
She's like women are taught to be selective. Just don't go out there and give any man the prize. Just be selective in who you deal with. And I guess she's asking, are men taught to value their
To be
penis?
selective with who we
Yeah,
give the dick to. Okay,
yeah.
see, that's why I'm glad I taught it like the spelling bee because I had a totally different comprehension of that. I was thinking,
Right,
are we taught to value it as in if we giving it out like the best dick in the world or whatever,
right.
and are we taught like that's the key to life, you
Hmm.
know? So I'm gonna say I wasn't so much. I don't think it was so much. Well, I guess it was somewhat like subconsciously taught. Not subconscious is not the word. Just growing up, it was just taught to better be selective in who you choose. Period, as a person,
Right,
and not be on the other end of it. As far as like, don't be that hoe on the other end because then you're not valuing yourself. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
I got you.
So it's subconsciously taught to not be a hoe,
Hmm.
but and subconsciously taught to not date a hoe. I guess
Right,
gotta get.
right.
I mean, I'm a little off on it, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, it's not. Well, for me, growing up, it wasn't like just straight. Hey, you need to be selective in who you mess with, you know, you, you're. Uh, it was just like you need to be a better person
Hmm.
or a good person to, and you'll receive kind of like what you put out, you receive.
Okay.
So you'll get a good person in return. You
Right.
just have to be a good person as in yourself, and then you'll have a good person. Then you won't have to worry about the hoes. You know,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you know, that's about closest I can get to that whole question right there. I
Okay.
don't.
Okay. Well,
So
well, she's got two more that
okay,
we could try to
hit me,
answer.
hit
All
me.
right.
My
So
answers are terrible, but hit me.
no,
I'm
hey,
working
no,
on it.
no, no,
They might
you're
get better.
straight. So she wants to know, how do men deal with low self esteem?
Masculinity,
Mm-hmm.
straight masculinity. If we're supposedly not taught. Well, I'm gonna say our generation and before, but not the
Mm-hmm.
generation now.
Right.
As grown men, they soft. Now them kids, so they soft. But the generations before us, it was all taught with masculinity, and we don't have men are not supposed to be depressed. You are not a man if you're depressed. N-
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever be depressed. So it was all, if you were depressed, you hit it with masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'll just say a big chest, even though you do have that, you may be depressed on the inside, but you just never let it show.
Right.
So therefore, we weren't kind of taught to deal with the masculinity. The depression like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you just go out and I don't know, go weave a basket or something because you're depressed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's what gets you over your depression. We we may as men we may do things to get over. Like we might go fix let's say a car engine or just go work on our car outside in the garage, and that's how we would get over that depression if we're depressed. But we're not gonna, but we don't hit it head on per
Right.
se. We kind of distract ourselves from it until it goes away.
Okay. Well, I think that I've seen it uh, rear its ugly head. Depending on the people or your man, or you've seen it. I know some men who have talked about bad about other men to women. Like
Hmm.
if they think this guy is I don't know, ladies man likes to he's got all the women or this or that. I've seen it to where and know people personally who will lie about the number or the women they slept with, or
Hmm.
they will put down this other guy, like, oh yeah, he does this, he does that, and I'm like, really, to Is your self esteem that shot that you got to go and you got to talk about different men or put down other people to try to make you look better or feel better about yourself, or may lash out. I just think it just depends on the person. They
Yeah.
may just do some, especially if the person jealous of you. I would say that's a dangerous person because
Hmm.
you don't know what they're gonna do. So yeah, low self esteem, and then I think there are men who just suffer in silence and
Yeah.
just kind of maybe just keep to themselves. They don't want to tell anybody because we're sometimes taught to keep that all in and not express how you feel, or who's really going to admit, oh yeah, I've got low self esteem.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we're going to talk to somebody about that. But go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I need to take mine back because I don't know why I was talking about depression, and you never stopped me. That's
No,
messed up.
man, I don't know. No, man, we go with it, man.
You supposed to
We're
like, hey man, we
talking
talking about low self
barbershop.
esteem,
No,
man.
no, we talking. It's barbershop.
I'm all on depression. I get depression now. I might be depressed over here. I be dago. I don't know why I started talking about depression, man. I'm sure I need a drink, bro. Can I re-answer the question
Yeah,
then?
go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, low self esteem with men in general. Yeah, like be honest, it's pretty much what you just said. They'll um I've seen where guys actually do try to down another dude publicly or
Hmm.
shame this guy publicly just because of his low self esteem or what he's dealing with, because he just figured, that's just not what he can do.
Hmm.
Um, I see guys, some guys they'll mask it by clothes, just wearing a lot of different type, just tons of clothes and trying to build themselves to who they really are not. But at the end of the day, I think it's just like what I just said. It just a lot of guys they'll build themselves to what they really are not when it comes to
Right.
low self esteem, just to mask that whole thing. But for the
Hmm.
most part, I literally have seen, like you said, quite a few guys that, and obviously I know one that will down the dude next to him to another lady or female
Yeah.
to make himself look good, or to be something that he's not, which is crazy because you're supposedly you're next to this guy that you're supposed to be friends with, and then
Right.
that it's part of stabbing in the back and low self esteem, a double edged sword. So
Hmm. As I
uh,
say, they're kind of dangerous.
yeah, they're very dangerous people like that,
Hmm.
But I see that a lot when it comes to guys,
Yeah.
But that's when it's in a guy situation where there's a bunch of guys or a guy amongst other guys and they have low self esteem. That's usually the number one characteristic. I think
Hmm.
they're gonna try to down whatever guys next to them when they have that low self esteem and they're not feeling good about themselves,
Right.
about who they are. Um,
Okay.
like I said, other than that, it's just like masking up anything, especially with guys. Like
Hmm.
they might have this great $100,000 car, but only got $10 in the bank. But that's
Yeah.
trying to feel better about, just trying to, because they have low self esteem, thinking nobody. And you kind of think about it a minute. Sometimes, especially with guys, when it comes to low self esteem, it's only because they're so worried or dependent on how the other people view them.
Yep.
You
Hmm.
know, so and at that point, they're just living their life for that person instead of for themselves. Your still low your self esteem will always be low if you continue to be like that, though. Keep
Right.
living for those other people for what they think of you instead of basically like that IDAF life. Like I don't give a F life. You stay there, you good to go.
Right. 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 Okay.
So Mona, disregard the first time I answered that question. I'm slow. My mind
Well,
was
hey,
buffering.
hey, Mona's got one more question. Then you can redeem yourself on this question.
I probably won't, but
Uh,
go ahead.
so her last question, and then we'll wrap things up. Do men have a checklist for the women they give a title to?
I mean, no, you answer because I
Okay.
went
Well,
first last time,
all right. All right.
and I sound
So
stupid.
I think no. I think we all do. I know for me, yeah. Is she kind? Is she nurturing? Yeah, does she have self esteem? Uh, is she funny? Is she just a genuinely nice person? And she's got to be easy on the eyes too, because we've talked about this before. we can't be in a relationship, or I can't date you or anything if I'm not physically attracted to you. So you can have all these great things going for you, independent, a life outside of our relationship. But if I don't think you're attractive or you're cute, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, you want you want these things in a woman that you want to date, or and then potentially marry.
Mhm.
So yeah, of course. We all have a checklist. I think some men, I don't know, some men may just want to get that body count up, and they're not really looking for someone to give a title to. But I think men who do, yeah, they got a checklist. They go right down it, just like women do, I think. But yeah, I don't know if a lot of men get asked about their checklist a lot. But yeah, of course, yeah, we've got one. What do you think?
Uh, to be honest, that question right there. I would say
Mm-hmm.
we have a checklist, and I'm talking about people, women and men, everything. We all have a checklist in
Mm-hmm.
everything we do in life. Period. So women are not excluded from being having a checklist against.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you think about it, whatever you do in life, there's some type of checklist there. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what it is. So yeah, we have a checklist against women, even if we're out there hoeing in them streets. A lot of times, dudes are gonna have a checklist when it comes to be even hoeing. You
Right.
know, uh,
Yeah.
that checklist may not have great standards to it, but it's still there. Even though they say guys will put their thing in anything,
Mm-hmm.
they will put their thing in anything according to that checklist. You
Okay.
know, and it don't even have to be the attributes of that one woman. A checklist could be the dude could be in the club and there's 30 women in there.
Mm-hmm.
The That's 30 checks of a checklist. So I might not get number one. Check that one off. I might not get number two. Check that one
Right.
off. Then you hit 30. You might get
Right.
30, but at 30 might not even. And then even 30 is gonna have a checklist to herself within herself. It's like,
Right.
30 was already peeped out. She got okay. She can't be that much of a overweight. She can't have on this type of lips.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come with me with gold teeth. You're gonna have those
Right.
checklists, right?
Right.
So that being said, yeah, and then when you get your main lady or the one that you're with, it was based off of a checklist, you
Yeah.
know, aka preferences. We
Yeah.
don't, so we don't get all our preference, but we're gonna get the one to the highest who marks off the most checklists in that box. That's
Mm-hmm.
the one that the guy's gonna choose. And yeah, we're not ever asked about it, but the reason why we're not asked about checklists is because people view it as being shallow when it comes to asking a man about a
And it's
preference of a
it's
lady.
totally not. And it's
Yeah,
totally not.
yeah, and it's such a double standard too because women have checklists verbally
Mm-hmm.
and out in the world, but if a guy does it, it's we're shallow, we're dogs, But
Right.
like I said, I mean, there's a checklist in everything in life. You go buy that
Right.
car, you got a checklist off from the top.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you want, this is what you need, or what you want within that car. If your credit can't get you that much in that car, you try to let your credit stretch you to the highest of that check as you can to get in that car to
Right.
whatever. You might not get them power windows this time around. You know what I'm saying?
Or that
So
panoramic sunroof.
exactly, but you got closest to that panoramic sunroof as you can get with everything else. You got the 16 speakers and
Mm-hmm.
put in there, but you can get the panoramic. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
everything in
yeah.
life is a checklist.
Absolutely.
So
It extends to the women we see as a potential wife, stuff like that. So yeah. So,
yeah.
but
I
yeah,
mean, we
those,
even date to checklist. I mean,
yeah.
not to cut you off, like as a single guy, you out there in them streets, dating all these women, they're all
Mm-hmm.
checklists. And you go through them. Let's say you dated one on Tuesday night and Wednesday and Thursday. All three of those, there's going to be a checklist, and whichever
Yeah.
one is the close. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they're always, obviously they're what's it called? I can't think of the word right now, but they're all whatever against each other. Jeez.
What, pitted against each other? Or
Not
what
pitted,
do you?
not pitted, man. You're gonna think I'm crazy. But they're compared. They're
Oh,
all
compared.
compared,
Okay. Okay.
you know. And then of
Hmm.
course you comparing checklists on all three of those women
Yeah.
against each other. You know what I'm saying? This one got this one. This one got big breasts. Oh, that one got
Yeah.
small. This one got medium breasts. I
This
really
one
like
has a
big
great
breasts.
job.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like big breasts. That one has a great job. This has a okay job. This one don't have a good job, but she got the big
yeah,
breasts. And you say you're going through that list. I'm just rambling about checklists, man. I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe
No,
I'm
you
lonely over
no,
it.
no, 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 because they're such a great question. So, but
Yeah.
that's gonna wrap things up for us. And yeah, we took that whole time to talk about those great questions from Mona. So again, thank you, Mona.
Yeah, thank you, Mona. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for the
Give us
question.
more. Give us more, Mona.
Yes, yes, and this has been Two Men with Mics. I want you to go on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Please follow, like, whatever, and view the podcast. Enjoy if you got questions. CJ, what's the email again?
Yeah, I was just about to say it's two men with mics at gmail.com. You could always leave questions, reviews, likes, or whatever it is you want to talk about. You could,
And you
you
can
know,
always send us a message. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah,
no, you good.
you can always send us a message on. You can text, send a message via Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, whatever. Just get us a question. We'll
Yeah.
answer it on the air.
Yeah, and we will answer them. They're all mine are gonna be
Yes.
dumb and off
No,
track, but they're gonna be there. You might get something from it.
mine have been too. So, but but you guys take care and have a great evening.
Peace.